Good morning, good morning. Today we're going to take a look at XRP and then some Sigma. So, all right, checking in. So this is kind of what we are looking at as far as a couple different scenarios that could play out for XRP's price. So 3-day, we're still red, sitting here on this price action, but wanted to point out that we are starting to see, it has not closed yet, a 2-day candle that will close here in the next, 24 hours or so. If that does start closing with a green indication on the 2-day, then we can kind of safely assume that we're getting pretty close to this breaking out here, especially since the 1-day has been green for a while. If we look back to the accuracy of the 1-day, though, it's not as perfect as you'd like, right? So we have kind of like a buy here, but then it tells you to sell over here, and so on and so forth. So the 1-day is nowhere near as accurate. You would have caught that right there, but it can give you at least a little bit of guideline of what's coming in the background. So we'll just continue to monitor that here. But as of right now, nothing to do until we start seeing that 3-day get close to closing, or at least flashing green. Then I would consider, maybe starting to buy or slowly DCA in with that stop loss in place. So, all right, now pathways, we could probably come in and back test here into this region of the 30-cent region. If we look at our liquidity, we've got some $1.33 liquidity sitting there, and so that might be swept in order to continue higher, but set a higher low than where we were on the liquidation event. So there's that scenario. In addition to that, we also have the other path where we can come down and actually set a new low coming into the 90 cents or lower region. So we're just going to wait and see what our 3-day indicator gives us. So we'll be watching. And so now, as far as the Sigma coin is concerned, we had now 3 tags on this trend line here for this inverted head and shoulders pattern. And so with some strength kind of moving back in finally on the 4 hours. So we're resetting that 4 hour, getting ready to potentially break out into higher, which could bode well for the overall XRP price, where we maybe do this type of price action here. Zooming in, you can see that we've got a breakout, a rejection, break into this demand, and then a rejection again, but now building potentially support here on this price action. So you can see how it's kind of like coming back and back testing that. So as long as we maintain the support region here, and we kind of chop here or start moving higher, then I expect that indicator to flip, and we can officially jump back in, and away we go. So so we'll just continue to monitor and watch how this plays, but we've got a couple more days before that 2-day actually officially hits, and it's not closed yet. So today could be a big day where maybe we get some downside price action with some news event into the long holiday weekend. So all right, so there you go. So that's what we've got. We've got ourselves XRP in the short time frames potentially building support. Our 3-day still red, but the 2-day starting to flash green, and we won't know until another day or so. And finally, Sigma's possibly telling everybody that we have a price action go higher with this inverted head and shoulders if we can get above the trend line and build it as support, which right now we would move that over like that. So, all right, guys, we'll check in tomorrow, and thanks so much for watching.